The software that we've chosen to display is the CK-12 software. When you log in, you just simply log in CK-12, and this is the screen that you will see. You can join or by signing in, but you really don't have to. You can go through and look at the everything that it has to offer. For instance, you can explore concepts, and then the first thing it wants to know is, what do you want to teach today? Well, I want to teach math by subject, and as you can see, we can see all of these subjects here. So if I click on calculus, it'll just pop up, and then it will allow me to try it, then I can play around with all of these different subjects. Okay, or you can decide to join, and the reason for joining is because you want to make sure that you can send information to your students. You don't have to. You can still go through all of these buttons and try it out, and still look at what you want to see. There's also an explore page with all of these tools that Veronica will come to and talk about later. Alright, so I decided to join because I really like this program. So when you click join, it'll ask you, do you want to sign up as with Google, Facebook, or just sign in using your email. If you want to sign in using your email, this is all the information you have to put in. Normally for me, I sign up using Google, and so it brings up all of your Google accounts. So I click my teacher account, and then it signs me in. And as you can see, there's my name and face. So I'm going to click to my dashboard. Well, before I do that, I'm going to click to classes. As you can see, I've already uploaded 3 classes, and if you are confused about how to do that, click the help button, and you click teachers and parents, and then it'll ask you, what do you want to do? Well, I want to know how to create a class. So when you click that, it pretty much shows you how to create, manage, add teachers, everything that's in here, how to make a quiz, how to go through the content, and all of that. So if you click on how to create a class, you just simply, it gives you all the information. You go to classes, and you just put in the class name, the subject, type the description, and choose a color, and then hit the create class button. Alright, so I'm going to now go to my dashboard. And on my dashboard, as you can see, I've already looked at some stuff, but what's neat about it is that the things that I've looked up, I looked up a find limits and composite function. It gives me the next subject that comes after that, so that's pretty cool. I don't have to go searching. Then it also shows you on this page what's trending, and what trigonometry teachers are going through, geometry. There's practice sessions on this page. There's videos that's trending right now, and then of course the interactive thing. So all of that is on your dashboard. So I am going to click what I recently chose, which was finding limits. Now there are 2 ways to do that. I could have gone through the subject button, calculus, as I did before, and then choose limit, and then from limit it has all these concepts for you to choose. Alright, and then there's also the flex book. I'm going to go back, and I have chosen to click on limits, and I wanted to see the limit video. Immediately it asks me, do I want to assign this to my class, or do I want to preview it? So since I want my students to look at this, I'm going to go ahead and click assign to class. And what I love about this is that it gives you the opportunity to select from Google Classroom, which is what we're using already. So when I connect to that, it says we need your permission, thank goodness. And so when I do that, it'll bring up from which account. So I click on my Fort Worth ISD account, and it brings up my Google Classroom. It's loading right now. And then once your Google Classroom is brought up, then you can go ahead and connect it to your class. It's taking a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and bring up my Google Classroom to show you. Here we go. These are all the classes, and let's say I wanted to add it to my on-ramps pre-calculus class, or if I wanted to, then all I have to do is just assign class. I can tell them to view this video on limits, blah, 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 and then assign. And then once it's assigned, you can actually go to Google Classroom and see that it's there. So I'm going to take you there so you can see that real quickly. Okay. So when I click onto Google Classroom and I go to my on-ramps classes, there it is. Tanya Drake posted a new assignment via CK-12, find the limits of composite. And I can look at the instructions, and there's that video. Awesome. Alright, so when you actually click on the video, you can see that you have some opportunities. You can add it to your library, you can share it classes, customize. I don't have any details or resources, but I'm going to click on the video so that you can see it's not a long video. It is only 4 minutes. It's only really 5 minutes. And notice you have this option for closed captioning, in which students can see and hear the information. Alright, so once they watch the video, at the end of the video, you have this option to add to the library. So I'm going to go to the library and show you what I've added. I've added finding limits and composite, and since the next thing was derivatives, I went ahead and put that in my library because that's the next thing that we're going to go over. You can filter what you've put into your library, and so I don't see videos here, but I'm going to click more, and as you can see, this is everything that you can filter. So when I click on videos, it brings up all the videos that I looked at. Then I can click manage folder, and I can create a new folder if I need to. If I want to put that in pre-cal on-ramps, I could do that. But this program is really neat. And so that's all that I am going to share. As you can see, there's some practice that goes along with each video. And so that practice is going to be talked to you about from Veronica. Thanks.